Good morning, everyone. I'm still here, beautiful surface paradise. And today, I'm going to be talking about antidepressants and their side effects, and how they've affected me. Before we start, look where I am. This is amazing. This place is just amazing. This is beautiful. The Gold Coast, the sun, vitamin D, I can feel it just hitting my skin. It's rejuvenating my body. It's fantastic. So back to the topic. So I started taking antidepressants when I was about 17 years old. I suffered from social phobia, social anxiety, and quite severe depression for various reasons. One being I was quite an introvert. I still am. And that affected me in school when it came to making friends. We moved around a lot. So I went to 7 different schools all up. And that made it hard to make friends and maintain relationships, especially because we moved every 2 years or so. So I would make a friend, 1 or 2, and then I'd have to move. Sometimes I didn't have enough time to make a friend, so I'd spend my time alone. I would have my lunch break alone, sit alone. And, so I became the target of bullying, of course. So by the time I was about 17, I required professional help, and I ended up seeing a child psychologist. I think I was probably 16. A child psychologist and a psychiatrist. And that's when I was first prescribed Zoloft. That was my first antidepressant. I didn't really notice any actual benefits with Zoloft. It was such a long time ago, I can't really remember how it made me feel. But I don't remember any benefits. I took that for a couple of years. And we were trying various medications. The next antidepressant I tried was Effexor. Effexor was the first antidepressant that I felt that was actually helping me. My mood stabilized a little bit, but I didn't feel like myself. I always felt like I was neither high, neither low. I was sort of emotionless. One of the worst side effects that I experienced from Effexor was sexual dysfunction. Being a young man of about, I think Effexor, I was probably about 20 years old when I first started taking Effexor. And being a young man, ladies were interested in me. I was a handsome young man. I'm still handsome, I think anyway. My mum tells me I'm handsome. So, a couple times I was put in the position where I was with a young lady and my boy wouldn't work. He wouldn't work. He wouldn't wake up. Happened quite a few times. So that was one of the worst side effects I had from Effexor, was being a young man and not being able to partake in sexual activity like a normal teenager. That sucked. I was with this beautiful young model that she did I think the indie on the Gold Coast. She was one of those indie girls. And he wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It was very embarrassing. Another time I remember, it happened a lot, but another time that stands out, again, I was with another young, beautiful girl. We're all at a party, and my boy wouldn't wake up. It's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. So we started on Zoloft, then we went to Effexor, then we tried Endep. There was another one in between, I can't remember the name, and it gave me some terrible side effects. It made me more depressed than ever, and I ended up just changing to something else. So, but anyway, the third one that I actually remember was Endep. And Endep, to me, it felt more like a placebo effect. Like, it was helping to an extent, but nothing noticeable. So I took Endep for a few years. That's the only one that didn't affect my boy downstairs. Everything worked fine, but it made me tired as hell. I was always groggy. That's the one major side effect from Endep that I had. And one morning I was driving to work and I fell asleep while I was driving, and I ran onto the medium strip and I took out a sign. I can't remember what it was. I broke my mirror off the car, scratched up the side, and that's when I went to the doctors and I said, look, we got to change. We got to try something else. So we went to Prestige. It felt like it was working, but my boy downstairs stopped working again. He was just sleeping through the whole period of Prestige. For the whole period of Prestige, he was sleeping. So we went back to the doctors, and now this is the last thing I'm trying at the moment. It's not even approved by the Medicare of Australia, so it costs like $80 a box for a month. It's Brintalex. So far it's been a week. Apparently it doesn't have the sexual side effect like Prestige or Zoloft or Effexor. So I'm hoping it helps with my mood. I can come across quite happy and sociable, but my mood swings are bad. I can go from high to low. I did a bipolar test, and apparently I'm not bipolar, so I guess that's good. I feel maybe I'm misdiagnosed, or maybe I'm borderline bipolar. Who knows? Who knows? So anyway, we're in beautiful Surfers Paradise. I'm gonna go get myself a drink, maybe a juice or something. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. If you disliked it, what can I do, guys? I can't please everybody. I can't make everyone happy. But thank you for watching anyway.